September 2024. It has been 20 years since the day when terrorists took hostages at school number 1 in Beslan, North Ossetia. Many authors of YouTube, Zen, and various social media channels recall those terrible events. Life is the highest value in the world, so high that it cannot be valued by any money. No terrorist act can be justified by anything. But in pursuit of a loud topic, showing photos and videos of those days when more than 1,000 people were taken hostage, the authors of the channels publish slander without checking the information, without delving into the absurdity of the statements made by the corrupt media 20 years ago, the authors of the channels multiply information inciting hatred and malice. Information discrediting the honor and dignity of a Russian scientist who saved thousands of people from disasters of both natural and man-made nature. The scientist who has unique developments on counter-terrorism activities that could be applied but are not being taken because of this very slander. False information that allegedly Grabovoi Grigory Petrovich, his followers, were in Beslan, took money and allegedly gave promises was launched about 20 years ago by the media. This information was repeatedly refuted by the defense of Grigory Petrovich Grabovoi. On the internet, there are openly available numerous materials from the speeches of Dudieva Susanna Petrovna, chairperson of Mothers of Beslan Committee, in which she stated that Grabovoi had never been in Beslan, didn't give promises of resurrection of children of Beslan, moreover, didn't take any money. The case on the events of the promise of resurrection was initiated on 20th March 2006, but as a result of preliminary investigation and the judicial investigation, information was not confirmed, and there were no victims from Beslan in the verdict of July 7th, 2008. That is, the acquittal of the verdict proved that there were no promises of resurrection of the victims of the attack in Beslan made, on which criminal case was instituted on March 20, 2006. On April 4, 2006, before the arrest of Grigory Grabovoi, Susanna Dudieva sent her open appeal to Mamontov, chief editor of Izvestia newspaper, where she stated, "I'm a chairperson of Mothers of Beslan Committee and an eyewitness to everything that is happening in Beslan, and responsibly declare that not a single mother of a child died in Beslan tragedy ever paid any money to academician Grabovoi for resurrection of dead children. Moreover, neither Grigory Grabovoi himself and none of his students have ever been to Beslan." This appeal has been in public domain since April 4, 2006 on the site. On April 12, 2006, Mothers of Beslan made another attempt to reach Lukin, Commissioner for Human Rights in Russian Federation, hoping for help and justice in respect of Grigory Grabovoi, sending an appeal in which they stated, "But the media, in particular newspapers Izvestia and Komsomolskaya Pravda, television program Man and the Law, had misinformed the entire population of Russia and the world, giving out false, slanderous information about Grigory Petrovich Grabovoi that he took money from Beslan mothers, promising them to resurrect their children. That is a vile lie. Why do media continue to lie even now when we have already stated many times that no one took money from us? Why do media and television deprive people of their legal rights to know true information? Why is an honest, decent person, a world famous scientist with a gift of clairvoyance, and thanks to this, making predictions and saving people, slandered and imprisoned? On October 15th, 2008, Central Television channels ORT, NTV, and others in the Moscow City Court interviewed Susanna Petrovna Dudieva, in which she once again confirmed that Grigory Petrovich Grabovoi hadn't visited Beslan and hadn't promised anything to anyone. She said, quotation, "And now I want to say that Grigory Petrovich had never visited Beslan, had never promised to resurrect our children. And I want to say that this blown up case, with the use, or I should say, with the involvement of the Beslan events, is very shameful for Russia and for the entire judicial system. It is shameful for the prosecutor's office. I want to say this one more time for the knowledge of all people that this is a vile slander. It is very shameful, very disgusting to accuse a person mixing all this with the events in Islam." This fragment of the interview has been in public domain since October 22, 2008. During the court sessions in the Tagansky District Court of Moscow, the legitimacy of Grabovoi's patents number 214845 of May 10, 2000, method for prevention of catastrophes and device for its realization, and number 216319 of February 20, 2001 information carrying system was recognized. These patents and scientific technologies of Grabovoi Grigory Petrovich make it possible to make any objects safe, including the Moscow metro and other types of transport. That is, they can protect them from disasters and terrorist attacks. The legitimacy of the patents was proved in court, and therefore, according to the presumption, the confirmed abilities and technologies of Grigory Grabovoi should be recognized without proof by all officials and state institutions. The authors of the channels that multiply slander about Grigory Grabovoi artificially create a public outcry, thereby delaying the introduction in Russia of the latest Grigory Grabovoi technologies, repeatedly tested and confirmed into the practice of preventing terrorist attacks to save people, and in fact are engaged in information terrorism.